Tell me what you see.
Got a big table.
Mm-hmm.
There's lots of people at it. And I'm sitting at the top.
Are you male or are you female in energy? Look down at your feet.
Male.
What are you wearing on your feet?
Like sandals.
Mm-hmm. And who are these people around you at the table?
Friends, relations.
Mm-hmm. So why is everyone here at the table?
A celebration.
Mm-hmm.
It's a marriage.
Whose marriage is it?
My son.
Mm-hmm. How do you feel?
Happy but apprehensive.
Mm-hmm. Why is that?
I don't know about the family statement too. It's not my family, it's the wife's family now, so.
And so why do you feel apprehensive about the other family?
They have so much more than we have.
Mm-hmm. How does this make you feel?
Inadequate.
Mm-hmm. And how do they treat you?
Condescending.
Mm-hmm. I want to find out a little bit more about yourself. What is your name here? What comes to mind?
Abraham.
What age are you here?
52.
What country are you in?
Middle Eastern.
Hone in your energy to a specific country and see what comes to mind.
Like Saudi Arabia, it's like desert. There's desert.
What year is it that you're in? What year comes to mind?
1852.
What do you do? What do you do with your time here? Do you work? Do you have something?
Have a land.
Mm-hmm. You have land.
It's not doing very well.
Why is that? Things won't grow, or what else?
There's no growth. It's very unpredictable.
And do you have a wife?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. What's her name?
Leah.
And what age is she?
48.
And you have a son who's getting married, but do you have other children?
Yes.
Hmm?
Smaller.
Smaller? Tell me about them.
Twins.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, one girl. They're happy.
They're happy? Mm-hmm. What ages are they?
10.
10. And what's their names, if you can sense their names.
Mariam.
Sorry?
Mariam.
Is that the girl or boy?
That's a girl.
Mariam
Jacob.
and Jacob. Lovely. Do you have any more children?
Just the older boy.
What's his name?
Jonah.
What age is he?
21.
And is he 21 when he gets married? Or is he older or younger?
He's 21.
He's 21 and he's getting married.
He is married.
He is married. Okay, wonderful. So tell me a little bit about the celebration. What happened at the wedding, the ceremony?
It was all planned by his wife's family. We didn't really have much say and not much to do with it. We just basically told we were just there, just turn up. No input.
Do you feel that your son is in love with the girl?
Yes.
And he's happy?
I think so. I don't really know. I think so. I think he's a bit pressured sometimes. I know he is. But I won't say.
And does your son work?
Yes. Yes.
What does he do?
He works for his wife's father.
What does he do?
They build.
They build? They build homes, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. So, how is your relationship with your family?
Just work. Just don't really have much time for anything else.
How does this make you feel?
Sad. Tired.
And your relationship with your wife, is that okay?
Sometimes she knows I'm so tired.
And does she help you?
She tries.
I want you to look for a moment at your wife and describe her to me. Leah.
She's pretty. She's long dark hair. Lovely eyes.
What about her personality?
She's very headstrong.
I want you to look into the eyes of Leah and look into her soul. Does she remind you of anyone in her energy from this lifetime?
Yeah.
What does she remind you of? It may not remind you of anyone, and that's okay. Normally it's quite clear if there's an energy connection. Do you feel there is one? No.
No, I don't think so.
That's okay. So we're going to go to your boy Jonah. Explain him to me. Tell me what he looks like.
He's a handsome boy. He's tall. a very kind face. It's cheeky.
How is your relationship with him?
It's good. It's a good relationship. He's a good boy.
I want you to, for a moment, just look at Jonah's eyes and look into his soul and tell me if he reminds you of anyone in this life.
Like my mum.
I want you to take your attention to your twins now. I want you to take your attention to your boy Jacob, one of the twins, age 10. Tell me what he's like. Describe him.
He's small for his age. He's got dark hair, same dark hair as his brother. Very quiet.
He's quiet.
He's a quiet boy. Kind boy.
I want you to look into the eyes of Jacob and tell me if his energy reminds you of anyone from this lifetime.
He's a bit like Jack. Like Jack.
I want you to take your attention to your girl, Mariam. Tell me what she's like. Describe her.
She's got lots of energy. She's a very pretty girl as well. She looks like her mum.
And when you look into the eyes of your daughter, does she remind you of anyone from this lifetime?
My gran.
Wonderful.
She looks after her brother.
In which way?
She has a voice. He's quiet and she's always speaking for him.
She's a protector.
She is.
Lovely. So tell me a little bit more about your life.
It's not a bad life. We don't really have very much money. Not like some people that we have in our lives, like my son's wife's family have lots more than we have. But that's okay.
Do you feel this has affected you negatively in this life?
Yeah, I feel a bit inferior. I wish I could have done more and given him more financially.
Okay. I'm going to take you forward now, and when I click my fingers, you're going to go to another significant point in this life. And a new scene will unfold. Tell me what you see.
I'm very old.
You're old. And tell me more.
My boy. He's sitting beside me now. And he's telling me it's okay.
What age are you here?
75.
And what's going on with you?
I'm not very well.
And describe to me in which way you're sick.
It's my stomach. Quite a bit of pain.
Do you know what has caused this pain?
No, but there's fever. It's very hot.
And is it Jonah that's with you, or your other son, Jacob?
Oh, it's Jonah.
And tell me what happens next.
He's just sitting there. I want want to speak to him, but I can't. Speak to him.
Why is that?
I'm so tired.
And what happens next?
Doesn't want to leave.
Continue.
It's okay. Just let me rest.
And then what happens?
Goes to get his mum, but she can't do anything.
And then what happens?
They're speaking.
I
I don't know what they're saying, but they're speaking. Speaking about me.
Now we're going to move forward just a little bit and tell me what else happens.
The light.
Again?
It's very bright.
It's bright.
Yep.
Okay. What happens next?
I'm there, but I'm not there. It's kind of stuck.
You're stuck. Why is that?
I don't know.
Do you go into the light?
I can see it.
You can see it. What prevents you from going into the light?
I want to speak to my boy.
And so then what happens?
I can see him. He's got his own children as well. So I just don't really want to leave him.
Why do you feel that is?
Got something to say and I don't know. I can't tell him. Can't say it.
What do you want to say? Even though you can't tell him, what is it you'd like to say?
I wish I could have given him more. And I hope he knows how much he's given me.
And as the scene continues forward, what happens next?
I know I need to go. I just don't. I don't want to leave them.
So what happens to your soul?
Stuck.
You're stuck.
I'm regretful.
But the light is still there.
It's there. I can see it.
And although you're having these regrets, do you decide to go into the light?
Saying just another minute.
Okay. After you take that minute, do you go forward? Do you feel the pulling?
Yep.
Okay. Tell me what happens as you go up towards that light. Explain to me what happens.
I can see everything.
And
I see that they're happy. And I feel they know I did my best. Lighter.
And as you're showing everything, is there anyone there with you? Showing you?
Don't know. I think it might be like my granddad. My granddad.
As I click my fingers, it's going to become clearer to you, much clearer. Who's with you there as you're in the light now?
It's my granddad.
From this lifetime? Or from the lifetime?
From the
of Abraham?
lifetime of Abraham.
How do you feel when you see your granddad?
Happy. He was a good man.
And what happens next?
I'm going with him.
Where do you go?
To a place of no worry.
Tell me about that place.
No pain.
What does it look like there?
Gardens. There's no deserts. Nothing's dry, everything's just very calm.
And as you look around here, tell me a little bit more.
There's flowers.
What else?
It's full of people that are happy.
How are you feeling?
Light, contented.
And you're with your granddad here, but is there anyone else you recognise?
My gran. There's mum, dad, sisters.
What does your soul do now that it's home?
It's easy. Feel light.
As we look down at the life of Abraham that you have just lived, what was the purpose of that life for you?
Given what I had, it was never enough, but it really was enough. Couldn't have given my wife, my children, couldn't have given them any more, but I always thought I did.
What do you feel that your soul learned from being Abraham?
Finances, money. Never be ruled by it. It's not everything. Just being there was enough.
And did you feel that you accomplished what you wanted to in that life?
There's always something that I wished I could have said.
To express more?
Yes.
Especially with your son or with other people?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Especially with the oldest son. The younger two knew more. The more they were.
Did
We
you
had
treat them different?
lots more talks.
They had more.
Yeah.
Did you give the older one more responsibilities?
Yeah.
So perhaps you regret not having the same time for him.
Yeah. When you get older, you get wiser. People say it, but it's true.
And so, in the beginning of this session, when we look at the life of Abraham, what connects that life to this life that Jane is in now? What attachment?
Still that feeling of not really being enough and wishing there was more that you could say.
And does this affect, I'd like to connect with a higher self of Jane, does this affect her relationships?
Yes.
Which one in particular does it affect? in this lifetime.
A partnership.
Mm-hmm. And as we connect with the higher self and the guides of Jane, how can she rebalance this side of herself?
See what you think.
And she has some fears around this.
Yeah, that fear of losing people, losing this relationship. Always just pleasing, never saying what you really feel sometimes. Just keep the peace.
And how does that harm her? Which way does it not serve her spirit?
Because everything gets pushed down.
Mm-hmm. And in the body, where does that get pushed to?
In the tummy,
Mm-hmm.
all around that area inside.
There is
It's pushed down.
mm-hmm. Can we focus in on exactly where that energy is stored, that negative energy of fear and not being able to express? Whereabouts in the body?
It's like around the liver area,
Mm-hmm.
the organs beside.
I would like Pleiadian guide Lyasaha and the guides of Jane also to add and to allow to flow some healing energy into this space. Can we do that today?
Yes.
Okay. I would like that to flow now if possible. Thank you. Allow it to go to this area. Do you feel, Jane, as you allow this healing?
Just like heat on my back.
Mm-hmm.
Going through my tummy.
As you look down on this area that needs healing, is there any colour attached to that?
There's blue, but it's like a yellowy glow.
Mm-hmm. So allow that healing to continue. To remove anything negative stored there from this previous life. It no longer serves you now that you have viewed. And to the higher guides of Jane, let me know when this healing is complete.
Yeah.
Thank you. Now, I would like to ask the higher self or guides of Jane a little bit about her hysterectomy and endometriosis. Is this connected to this life or another life? The life of Abraham? Or
This life.
Sorry?
This life.
It's connected to this life. Where does it connect to? When did the origin begin?
It's always been there. Since the beginning of like the menstrual cycles were never easy. Since the start.
And why? Why was that for Jane? Why was the energy there? The negative energy? Where does it connect to in this life? Does it have an attachment?
Yeah. Like weight issues, weight.
Where does this come from? The
Yeah.
origin?
Suppressing things. Not feeling good about herself.
And does this origin begin in this life or another life?
Another life.
And just briefly, although we won't go into it, was she male or female in this previous life attached to the weight and the suppression?
Female.
Okay. We can do that in another session. But can I ask if healing can be given today to remove some of this energy?
Yes.
Wonderful. And can we allow that to happen now?
Yes.
To allow that healing to flow, Jane, allow it to come in and around to the area that you need it most, in the female area. Allow your body to fully receive that light, that healing light. And how does that feel for you?
It's nice.
What does it feel like?
Like a weight being lifted.
What lessons does Jane have to learn that are attached to the energy that is held here?
Enough. Everything you do is enough. There's nobody better than you. You should see yourself in a better way. Don't be so hard. You need to be kind to yourself. You're always pushing to be kind to others and doing good for other people, and you have no time for yourself. You can't fix everything.
As we again connect to the higher part of Jane, the spirit guides, what other advice would you like to give for her in this lifetime going forward?
To take time for you. Just take time for yourself sometimes. Stop feeling guilty about everything. Good. Always a fixer. And you put too much pressure on yourself. You need to stop pulling in so many directions. Just allow yourself to be happy in the moment, just without thinking about what's next.
Can I ask about the operation that has, or may be due? Do you believe, or do you feel that she should go forward with this operation?
Yes.
Yes. Why is that?
Relief.
Really?
Relief will come.
Wonderful. Also about her current partner. Is this partner that she has, is he right for her?
In a lot of ways, yes.
Would you call this partner a soulmate relationship?
Yes.
In which ways?
They're very alike way of thinking. Both very caring. Both have had past hurt. It's good to talk about it. share things in common.
I know that Jane has said that she has fears around this relationship. What would you say to her? What would you say to her to help her feel better or to focus differently?
Stop putting too much pressure on yourself and stop holding things back. Say it at the time. Don't leave things too long. Things can fester if you leave things too long. Something should be said. It should be said.
And do you feel that this relationship is good to continue forward?
Yes.
Wonderful. Is there anything else you should know about this relationship that you would wish to share?
People would approve, but you don't need approval.
Thank you. I'd like to know if there are any other blocks in the physical body of Jane. If you could scan the body for energy blocks, scanning from head to toe, and notice where there are any.
Right leg.
What is that?
There's a block round about the calf area.
What is it attached to?
Moving forward. Needs to be released to move forward.
What is she struggling to move forward with?
Grief.
Grief. Can we offer some healing there today on this right leg?
Yes.
Thank you. If you could allow healing now to flow, Jane, allow it to flow to the right leg, into the calf. And what do you feel as that healing comes in?
No pain.
Did you have previous pain?
Yeah.
And when that healing is complete, if the guides could let me know.
Yeah.
It is complete, or there's more?
There's more.
Perfect. Allow that to flow now.
So,
Thank you. Is it possible that we can connect Jane's mother with her today?
yeah.
Wonderful. So when I click my fingers, I would like the guides to assist this meeting between two. And as I click my fingers, a new scene will unfold with your mother in her spirit form, with your spirit form now. And that scene will unfold. Tell me what you see.
It's bright. My mum's there.
You see her beyond the light?
Yeah.
Tell me what you see.
Just smiling.
How does she look?
Young. Like younger. Probably like maybe around about 50. She's about 50.
What is she wearing?
She's wearing dark blue trousers and a shirt. Just in a comfy clothes.
And as she meets with you, allow that meeting to take place. Tell me what happens.
Cuddle.
What does she say to you?
I've put weight on. I say, no, no, I I just don't feel just bones now, Mum.
What else is said?
She says it's fine, she's fine.
Mm-hmm.
She's fine where she is.
What do you want to ask your mum?
Why did you need to go?
Allow your mum to speak now. What does she say to
Jane,
you?
everybody needs to go at some point, Hen.
What would you like to say?
Why did you, like, you know what, I know that, but you could have had longer. You could have had longer here if you'd have fought a wee bit harder.
Allow your mum to speak to you now and reply.
I never had any fight left. Done fighting. I just wanted to be rested and happy myself. And I am. Well, that's alright, Mum. I really miss you. I know.
What does your mum wish to say about?
You're doing a good job, Hen.
Mm-hmm. And you were worried about your mum's passing.
Yeah.
What does she have to say to you about that?
She just fell asleep. Just fell asleep. Hated the things in my legs, she says, and I know that. And we laughed about it before we left, but she was comfortable. She says her mum, my gran, and her Auntie Agnes, just like she was told this before. They were there, so she wasn't herself.
And you hold some guilt?
I do.
Tell your mum about that.
I wish it was just kind words we had, like, and kind days that we had, like, if I'd, all that time spent being angry and upset, and
What does your mum say back to you now? Listen to your mum's reply.
but that was only a wee tiny bit of it. Look at the times you come in and even put me in the bath, even bathed me. When I asked you had used to lay my clothes out for me, fixed all my tablets, fixed everything out. Everything that needed done, you done it. You look after your dad. Don't be hard on yourself.
Allow yourself to feel your mum's love pouring.
She's always proud. She's told me that. She says, remember I told you that. Even when you were in the hospital, I told you that. I was always proud of you.
If you could allow your soul to travel with your mum just for a second into her life there. Go with her. Let her show you. Tell me what you see. As I click my fingers, your mum will show you a little bit of her life on the other side there, in the higher realms.
So her garden, the way her gardens were as well. She attends to all the flowers there. She's with her family. Her brothers. She's at peace with her brother as well. Her mum and her dad.
Where does she choose to be with them? Is she in a home? Is she in a place that she...
No, it's like a big open garden, and She has a bench that she sits on and she watches.
Mm-hmm.
She's got dogs.
Lovely. Do you know of any of these dogs?
Yeah, they were my dogs as well.
Mm-hmm. Which dogs do you
West
see?
Highland Terriers.
Uh-huh.
Wee Whiskey.
Uh-huh.
Wee Brody.
Mm-hmm.
She says she doesn't have any problems getting them to eat up there now.
Mm-hmm. And as you look at your mother and you spend that time just for a moment just looking at her energy now, how do you feel?
Relief.
Mm-hmm. What else do you see in this time with your mum?
It's very sunny.
Mm-hmm.
She says she can oversee things from afar. She's happy to do that. She couldn't do it here, but she can do it there. She's a different energy. She says I'll find that out one day as well.
What else does she say?
She says that she's really proud of Jack. Need to tell him that. Like it's driving. She loves the relationship that Jack's got with his granddad. She said that boy's always been a blessing.
Anything that your mum wishes more to say?
Yeah, she says that me and my sister need to stick together.
Mm-hmm.
Don't let it be how it was with her and her brother, her oldest brother. They missed out on a lot, but they can catch up on it now, she says, but don't leave it like that. Make time. Spend time. Stop being so busy. Do it yourself.
You're going to allow that love to be felt from your mother's heart to yours. Allow a transfer of love to happen. And you can clearly see that her life there is beautiful.
Yep.
You wanted to know what had made your mum sick. What does she have to say about that?
Anger.
Anger?
Oh, she was angry. Angry. Yep. Angry at things that had to happen, the way things happened. They didn't deserve all that illness. That accident was the worst, she says.
Mm-hmm. What created that accident? Because everything is created from the other realms and manifested. What created that? What attracted that?
She thinks it was probably her fear as well.
Mm-hmm.
Her fear had built up and she was on a knife's edge every day, she says.
Mm-hmm.
She couldn't really take what my dad, what we were told about my dad. Even although he's defying everything, she says.
Mm-hmm.
But she says she wishes that she could be more like him. She was always seen to be the strong one, but no, he's the strong one.
Does she have any messages for him?
She says he's doing great. She says I'm getting pissed now. She's always cheeky, always cheeky.
So she hasn't lost her humour.
Oh, aye, definitely. That's everybody would say that about her.
So as we finish this conversation with your mum now, what do you find? What's the final thing that you'd like to say to her before you?
I really miss your mum, but do you know what? I think the love you have for somebody just overrides that resentment, you know, the feeling of miss and the feeling of grief. Everything that that you've passed down to me about being strong and being forgiving, and I think I should take that advice,
And allow your mum to speak now back to you.
She says, "Oh, I love you, and I'm proud of you." And anytime you're feeling like that, just shut your eyes and just think about this. And you know that I'm right there.
Give your mum one last hug in soul energy. Always open to more hugs as you go.
Yep.
One big hug. And with that hug, you allow healing to take place. All grief that you have previously held is now being washed away. It's now energetically being dissolved within you. Allow that lightness flow through your body. That love, that eternal love and bonds that can never be broken. Allow that to flow right through your body from head to toe. And I wish to connect now with the higher guides. Jane, is there a few guides there or just one?
Just one.
One? Okay.
Yeah.
Male or female?
Female.
Female? Do you have a name?
Rhea.
Rhea. What does Rhea look like in her form? As best.
Blonde hair.
Blonde hair?
Yeah, she's got blonde hair. She's like almost Grecian looking, but with blonde hair. Very kind.
In which ways does she guide you through this time in your life? From birth or just at this?
From birth.
From birth.
Yep.
She's known you from before?
Yes.
And what advice does she give to you today, going forward?
Listen to what your mum said. Don't be so harsh on yourself. Cliche, but listen to that. So true. Take control of your decisions yourself. Stop looking for approval everywhere. You don't need that. Trust your intuition.
Is there anything that she should be doing differently in life? Any changes that have to be made?
Look after yourself a bit better.
In which way?
Give your body more nourishment.
Any particular foods?
Don't think dairy's that great for you. You need to kind of watch that. Not too much. Mediterranean diet's good. Particularly for the tummy area, the bloating and things like that. you had acupuncture before, and it's maybe good to revisit that, particularly for like the swelling, the hernia area, and the tummy.
With that hernia, what is happening there with that? What is that related to or linked to?
It's linked to a past operation.
But before that, what created it? What energy is stuck there?
Like hurt, feeling hard done by energy. Yep.
We offer some healing to that space.
Yes.
Thank you. It allows that healing to flow. When the healing is complete, if you could let me know.
Okay.
Thank you. We're learning as we go forward about where our souls connect to many planets in our universe, multiverse. Is there anywhere that Jane's soul connects to most?
Somewhere that's green.
Does it have a letter that begins with, or can that be made clearer?
P.
P. What does it sound like?
Sounds like planet.
Sounds like planet.
Mm-hmm.
Is it Earth or somewhere else?
It's Earth.
Okay. Thank you. So, with that, we're going to take yourself back into